Over the last decade, we've seen a massive rise in climate change related disasters, including extreme wildfires and flooding over many areas of the planet. And one of the attributes of global warming or climate change is the rise of sea level, which can affect how quick the ice sheets in the polar regions retreat. And in some brand new research, scientists have found in the geological record that some ice sheets in the last ice age around 20,000 years ago retreated at a rate of 600 meters a day. This discovery highlights the importance of sea level rise in relation to the global warming that we're experiencing. This discovery highlights how even glaciers today, such as the Doomsday Glacier in the Antarctic region, could have periods or bursts where it rapidly pushes back due to the rising sea level. In this research paper, rather than using satellites, which is the conventional way of tracking how much a glacier retreats, they looked at the geological strata beneath glaciers, or more importantly, where glaciers meet the strata. See, as a glacier and the ice flows towards the oceans, there is an area which is called the grounding line. This is the part of the glacier which grounds itself and actually makes contact with the stratigraphy. And interestingly, the motions of the tides actually influence the height and the rising and falling of the glaciers. And as a consequence, they make these fine grooves known as ridges. Every single time a glacier is lifted up due to high tide and dropped, it creates a ridge in the strata. And this is much more accurate than using satellites, as we usually use a once-a-year image in a satellite to determine how fast a glacier is moving. This method allows us to see daily tracking. And in particular, the area that they were looking at in this study was of the Norwegian continental shelf. And they found that the gaps or distances between these ridges was in between 50 meters per day and 600 meters per day. However, they noticed that these weren't long stretches of time. The 50-meter day ones were happening for several months, and the 600-meter day ones were a few weeks. And this is really important because if we see what happened in the past, we can use the results from this research to help make predictions and model what future glaciers could look like if our heat continues to rise and the sea levels continue to rise. We can also get an approximation of how high the sea levels are rising, which is especially important when you consider nearly all of our capital cities are on coasts and we have large settlements with over 500,000 people in some marked by the red dots. This discovery is pretty groundbreaking because it shows that at some points in Earth's history, we've had ice retreat 20 times faster than the most current ones. An example being the Pope Glacier, which has a fastest retreat rate of 30 meters per day. And it's research like this which makes us understand how important it is that we tackle this climate crisis and make sure we curb the amount of sea level rise that could happen in the future. Because I don't want to see 600 meters of ice disappear every single day.